We buy mobile homes. Cracklin' Rosie. Blue skies. Sing like a frog. Smoke a lot of reefer. Blue skies. Fuck yeah. Just put the pedal to the fucking metal. How about that? Fuck blue skies. Hot Rod Lincoln. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? Coming through the Bible Belt. Adult bookstores are slim pickings around here. Pirate radio. Pirate radio's where it's at. Just play that copyrighted stuff. Hey, how you doing? Mark, I want you to play that funky music, white boy. Fucking around. Yeah, isn't that a nice day today? It really is. I got the pedal of the metal. That dinner was alright, not that great. Brisket was kind of fatty. Ribs were like so-so. Cornbread was so-so. Turkey, somehow they made it moist and soft. That's why I got it. I knew I wasn't going to get a lot because I picked the 3 meat platter. I don't know how you make turkey that moist. Kind of tasted like lunch meat to me. I mean, that place is all right, but I wouldn't like recommend it. That place I go in Madison, Georgia is the best I've had. Place up in Grayling, Michigan. Yeah, I love Roadrunner. This hasn't been I'm not complaining. It's been okay, but I got all this shit in here that I want to get out. You know, I would have had a lot more fun they had 3 feet of snow up in Sault Ste. Marie. I would have, if I had something better than snow, I'd have hung out in Michigan to experience that, but I'm lucky I did what I did. Daisy just got a 3 meat sampler. I gotta get up early tomorrow, that's what sucks. On the road again. Just hauling ass. Yeah, what it looks like summer out. Green. I mean, if you don't like cold weather, I can see why people move to these Carolina states. Heavy construction going on. These fuckers out here working. They got the whole week off. Lazy bastards. What do they think? They're a union in Detroit? Cranes. They got a lot of cool construction equipment. We just got to put that pedal in now. Old Toyota's got me through. 20 west, not really. Strawberry fields forever. Hey, motorcycle, look at that. Keep whipping in and out of traffic like that, they'll find him dead someday. Look at this idiot. pedal to the metal here. Simple Life, do you have a good Christmas? All your prayers answered? You know, it's only 46. This guy's got to be freezing his fucking ass off. Yeah, he does have a little bit of a windshield. Should be going up higher, though. What a freak. Probably a druggie. Can't even feel cold. Get through Augusta at a decent hour. Not that it's like Chicago traffic, but 4:30 to 5, it's a lot. Mom, I'm coming home. That's a hell of a lot better than 5 and 9. I drove on this trip. I would say about 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 22, probably 2,500. About 105 miles from home. talk to Blue today, Mary. My heart skipped a beat. The ego trip, and it was atrial fibrillation. Radio. Mark wants to expand his channel. He needs to have a Christian night. Just don't allow guys like me on there. Just have Simple Life on there. I think I'd have to pick Simple Life over Simca because she knows how to spell your Y-O-U''RE. Those are the kind of people you want moderating. Come on, hop up there. Come on. You want to get up here? Come on, honey. This cup holder's down, Daisy. Come on. Come on up here. Guys. Oh, yeah. Blue skies. Rod Lincoln. Daisy's got her face out the window. Blue skies. Mistake. Oh, you do pray a lot on prayer radio? I never noticed it. Like what? Is it in silence or something? Alright. What kind of prayer? Like Christian stuff? What's going on out there? Oh, thank you, Simple Life. I got together with 2 different women. That's why it was a good trip. Yeah, my road trip, this one's kind of a lame road trip. Not in the sense of meeting people, but I did get a bunch of shit I needed from Michigan. I skirted that weather just perfectly. But I like when really, my next road trip's going to be, which is coming up soon, it's going to be my camera equipment, and I got room, and I know where everything's at. Daisy's not going to be with me on this next one. And then I'm just going to hit the country and just take my time. I don't care what happens then. Not worried about the weather. Blue skies. We pray to the guitar gods. Okay. Yeah, gods, that's plural. I guess you're not into monotheism, huh? Yeah, it's a false god, I think Simple Life would say. Yeah, I saw a lot of wrecks. I'd say probably 25 total. Lucky I wasn't in one of them. Sometimes you just can't help it. Surprising me the number of trucks piled up. You'd think these guys would either knock in on the road or drive slower or something. It's weird. Well, that's good you didn't get hurt, Mystique. That's because you're an expert driver, probably. There's some big trees blew in the road. This is bad planning on this state, though. You shouldn't have any trees where even if the tallest one can fall over and reach traffic. Oh, okay. That's cool. You exercised your freedom, your free will. Free will. I got a couple new books on free will. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, it was a close call. Oh, you were? Oh, okay. There's a bunch of tree limbs I gotta cut down with a chainsaw. I want you to pray that I don't cut my arms or fingers off. Or let kickback put a permanent crease in my chin and forehead. Be running into these things while I'm driving the tractor and when I start cutting grass again. Daisy got the sampler platter. I'm gonna get my channel back to where it used to be very soon. I'm gonna be doing a live late at night out of a remote location. For all you guys out there watching, there'll be a scantily clad woman crossing the screen fast every like half hour. For you women, I'm going to have a guy just pipe in some very low key, low volume guys with nice voices. This motherfucker. Sorry about that, it was Marty calling. Hey Larry. Sorry about that, that was Marty calling. Anyway, I was saying when I get this channel back going like I'd like to, for the guys, look at this guy ran off the road. There'll be scantily clad women running across the screen every half hour. And for the women, I'm going to have guys with really nice sounding voices. They're going to whisper in a very low monotone and pretend to give a shit how your day went. So there's something for everybody. Hi, Larry. Yeah, he does check on me all the time. Him and his wife. I got adopted. Yeah, it's going to be so good. Mystique, how come you're not going over to Mark's channel more and supporting that channel? Uh-oh, fucking taillights. Motherfucker. What is this? Can't be too bad because I can see, oh, construction. Oh, accident. Okay, what are they doing down here? It's some guy putting out in the left lane going slow. Come on, get the fuck out of the way. Oh, and I hear an ambulance. It's an ambulance. I don't know how he'd be starting out there. Just going slow. Yeah, I guess that's what he's hauling ass now. He's going slow for a while. No, that's dirty thinking, dirty. You might enjoy that. That's counterintuitive to your religion. Come on, it's got to be miserable. I'll give you 50 lashes, then you got to know it's all truthful. Absolute. You need to suffer, feel guilty, and experience pain for it to be valid. I'm the guy that runs the hedonistic channel. Pleasure seeking. My religion, if it feels good, do it. Hey Rita, where you been, Rita? Laying low. Probably have those relatives come in. 3 days of partying. And did you see my Mexican, oh, here's an accident up here. Oh, ambulance. It's like somebody ran off the road or something. This guy in that ambulance. Now look, pay attention here now. A fire truck. Oh, this guy went way off the road. I bet he fell asleep or had a heart attack. Tree too. Hit a tree too. Yeah, I bet that's a heart attack or falling asleep. Probably a heart attack. Because even if you fell asleep, it seems like once you left the road, it'd wake your ass up. Yeah, Rita, man, you were laying low in the holidays. Did you see those mariachis? Show that video to your husband. I bet he'll be jealous as hell. That was good-ass entertainment, man. Seafood. Yeah, I don't think he hit that tree that hard, but I got an idea to travel that far, that long without hitting the brake, that it's more than probably a heart attack would be my guess. I don't think he's okay. Because when I'm okay, I'm on the road. I'm not whacking trees and driving over at 70 miles an hour. He's not okay. Yeah, he's having a bad day. He was thinking just a half hour ago he was going to get his car washed. Now he needs to get the frame and the whole front end replaced. Big difference. Note to self: don't have a heart attack driving. Yeah, you do, Rita. No, I was hungry. I actually took a bunch of stuff home with me. That was so damn good, man. That's the best Mexican restaurant I've ever been to. Just super cute Mexican waitresses. They're just couldn't barely speak English. They go get help when I was trying to tell them what I wanted. Just cute as hell. Look brand new. Great food, entertainment, just super hot sauce. It's just really good. That was an excellent Mexican experience. I mean, top notch. I give it a 10. Here, I thought I was going to be putting a shotgun barrel to my head on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. But no. I partied with a killer dinner. No, there you go. Ending a question with a preposition. Simple life. You say which channel, not which channel is that. Bad girl. Bad girl. Yeah, I watch some other channels. Not like religiously though. Oh, wasn't that a good one, Larry? Oh, you're not kidding, man. Here, I'm thinking I'm going to eat a bag of pretzels because everybody was closed. A 7-Eleven hot dog. And then I saw open on the window. And I thought, I'm going to try this place out. Yeah, I wish it was that easy. But you need to practice good habits. A nice try. It's a nice try. I'm about 15 miles northeast of Augusta. I got the pedal of the metal. I should be home around 4, maybe. Oh, giant vibrator. That's for you, Rita. Yeah, good habits. You know what I mean? Good habits make good outcomes. You ever heard that? Yeah, and next time you'll say which channel. Now, which channel is that? I wouldn't normally mention it. I'd let it slide, but I believe there's hope for you. You seem to have an interest in writing well. I'm here to help. If it would have been one of the lesser accomplished attendees that does it all the time, I wouldn't have said anything. I don't want to hurt any feelings around the holidays. Almost there. Almost where? Giant vibrator. That's for you again, Rita. Tell me I never think of you. Extra wide load, double wide load. Simple life brings peace and calm wherever she goes. I can't win for losing. Wish I quit playing these Christmas songs. It's over. Daisy's had a great day. She pee-peed twice at different rest stops. Smell it all over the place. She's sitting riding the road now, my girl. Just wondering where life's taking her. I'm gonna sleep, and I dread getting up early tomorrow. This dermatology clinic I go to, there's like 3 women in there that look like Playmate of the month or the year. One of them's a doctor, just super cute, super professional. And they're so sweet. They're always saying, does this hurt? Does that hurt? It's like, hell no, I'm in a trance right now, lady. I haven't been this close to a good-looking woman in 40 years. Nothing hurts. I've been hypnotized. You can just do what you want. She said, you could stick that needle through my head. It's not gonna matter. They say, come in. Hey, Mr. Reed. I know I'm old now, Mr. Reed. It's like, what the fuck? How about Mr. Hot-Ass Big Shot? How'd my holidays go? They can tell by the look on my eyes. All the gunpowder I ordered didn't come in. That's how it went, lady. Cut the fucking bullshit and get to the skin cancer. I'm not a happy guy. Yeah, I can shut them all up. They'll ask me that tomorrow. Was your holiday good? It's like, yeah. I got my original DVD of Deep Throat repaired. It's like Deep Throat. I gotta watch their ages though. Because if they're young, they're gonna make it worse and they're gonna say, what's Deep Throat? And the older lady's gonna laugh. She knows what it means. Tells her girlfriends during lunch, my husband's been trying to get me to do that for 25 years. Oh, I've had tons of it. Yeah, that's from getting sunburns as a kid. I don't really give a fuck. You know, none of this shit. Like when I go to the dentist too. You know, I take care of my teeth. Brush them, floss them. I got a water pick. You know, I still open bags and boxes and shit like that with them like I shouldn't. But I'm a savage, a testosterone-laced beast. And when I want to get something open, I'm not fucking around like Pee Wee Herman with a pair of pink scissors. I use my man's teeth. There's a consequence. Tough on them. She says, well, your teeth, you know, maybe have you ever considered this? Like, no, I haven't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I need these teeth for another 15, 20 years. I don't want any of this long-term suggestions. They'll tell me, well, this would work for 50 years. So what? Same with my skin. You know, I got sunburns as a young guy. And it isn't like, you know, do you think there's that much difference between 67 and the greatest skin in the world? And 67 and you had a lot of sun damage and you're getting skin cancer taken off? No, it's not like there's a difference between 22-year-old girlfriends and not. I'm going to be hanging out with these dinosaurs one way or the other, no matter what my skin looks like. There's more to it than just the condition of your skin. Yeah, teeth are expensive. They are important. Now, of course, we're not talking about West Virginia now. I'm not shitting you. The toll plazas, the rest stops. I mean, I'll bet the whole state of West Virginia, if you were going to have 32 teeth in your mouth, and I just count the people that I interacted with those stops, get gas, get a piece of pizza, go through the toll booths. If I just had to pick a number like I was picking a easy pick, I'd say out of those maybe 5 or 6 interactions, brief interactions with people, I'd say between them all they were missing about 832 teeth. That's a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's I mean, yeah, they are important. That's exactly right. But, you know, there's a lot going on with you. If depending on how you were raised, depending on how much money you have. I mean, it's very discriminatory. And that's one of the staples of poverty that you notice is teeth. In this country, it's either one or the other. You have good teeth, you don't, because Medicare only pays for dentures. You have good teeth, you don't, or you have dentures. Those are your choices. And a lot of people, they want to hang on to their teeth. They just don't want to be 30 and have all their teeth pulled and dentures put in, but I think it's the way to go. Yeah, the toll booths are like something out of the 60s. You're right. I was going to stop by this Books A Million in Aikens, but I said, fuck it. I don't want to be going through Augusta, with all these fuckers getting off. I don't know. It would seem to me a lot of people used to have the week off between it, but man, there's a lot of traffic. No, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not stopping. That's kind of a B-sided bookstore anyway. But back to teeth. You're right. Teeth are important. I think they are. I mean, I guarantee you, Simple Life, if Ralph had a front tooth missing, we probably wouldn't be talking about a Ralph. Isn't that a beautiful sky, Rita? So yeah, teeth are really expensive. A couple grand for a crown. A tooth's about between $5 and $7 grand. I'm sure people have extra teeth. I'm glad I got mine. I'd go to West Virginia, apply for a toll booth job. It's like, hi, Mr. Reed, do you have all your teeth? It's like, no, I've got 4 missing, you're hired. Oh, so that's the magic word. Well, this is the Truth Channel. I mean, it matters. Oh, good. I'm only about 75 miles away. I mean, but it matters not in the crude, rude way. Like, I mean, if I met you, Mystique, and I'm thinking as a male to myself, and I was really a mean person, I could be truthful, but yet very rude. And that's where a lot of these crazy YouTube channels don't get it. They don't understand the difference. Tact. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just using this as an example, not literal. But I could meet Mystique and say, hey, nice to meet you. And it's like, I've been around a long time, Mystique. I watch a lot of porn. I've been in every massage parlor, titty bar I found. And I've never seen breasts that small. And then say I'm just being honest. That's what I'm talking about. That's an example. That's just like super rude. I think that's super rude doing shit like that. Yeah, it's how you say it in the circumstances, It's like the N-word is another big one. That's a huge one. I'd like to just travel around and just do YouTube videos on this with a polygraph examiner and just pull off randomly. It's like, hey, you guys, would you like to do a little video on YouTube? I give you $50. It's like, sure, well, I'd like to just hook you up to a polygraph and I'd like to just check your level of honesty. Oh, that sounds great. I'm a very, very honest person. It's like, okay, I'll just sit down here. Let us hook this shit up. You haven't taken any benzodiazepines or tranquilizers today, have you? Because you can beat a polygraph with that. It's like, oh no, I don't do drugs. Yeah, okay. What do you think that fucking beer in your hand is? But anyway, moving along. We'll hook you up. It's like, hey, Sally, do you weigh 400? No, Sally's 150, and I already know that. So we're tripping along. Do you consider yourself a Christian, Sally? I do. Are you kind to animals? Oh, absolutely. Do you love thy neighbor? Always. Do you believe in adultery? No. Sally, have you ever said the N-word? Sally would say, the N-word. I said, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, Sally. You're already starting to lie. Yeah, the N-word. Have you ever said it or not? And Sally realizes she's fucked. And she'll say, a long time ago. You gotta come up with some fucking shit because this thing's smoking. They're blowing a fire extinguisher on this polygraph machine. She said, yeah, I said it one time and I was mad. Okay, we're getting somewhere. That's different than a long time ago. See what I mean? And I just drive around with this and ask questions like this. One night stands. You ever said the N-word? You ever masturbate to a man other than your husband? I mean, this is going to be a channel. It's really happening. We're just going to hold their feet to the fire, not to quote a religious phrase. And once again, I'm going to tout honesty like I always do. Hey, Buttercup, how you doing? Jabo is asking about you. I said, I haven't seen her lately. So what do you think of that? Do you think that'd be a channel that would fly? And I doubt that I'll get many subsequent interviews. Oh, thank you, Buttercup. I converted to Judaism since the last time I saw you, Buttercup. You gotta wish me Hanukkah. Oh, we had such a good time. We had a really good time. Excellent. I'm trying to get her to come back on. She's got an older husband she's taken care of, and you know, she's stuck in the Bible Belt. That's enough to drive anybody crazy. I don't think she's having much fun until, of course, I showed up. I guarantee you she's still got a smile on her face. Hey, Smashy. Yeah, we got together for 2.5 hours. My hips are still sore. Yeah, I did. You got to keep up with these lives. And you know what? We're going to get together again. I finally gave her that lamp I promised her 2 years ago in a drunken stupor. A tear flowed down her eyes. Hey, Smashy. Yeah, we really had a good time. I want to get her back here. I think she might be a little down in the dumps. Yeah, everybody misses Jabo. It's a class act, fun to be around. Yeah, we had a good time. Smashy had to change her ID because she got accidentally blocked. Smashy, how many inches of snow did you say you got out there? I'm 10 miles east of Augusta, 5 miles east of Augusta. Mom, I'm coming home. I'm gonna go home. Daisy's gonna be glad to see Marty. I'm gonna unload all this stuff. I gotta try to get to bed early tonight. I know that won't work. "30 inches tall. Wow, that's a lot. Wow. 20 inches you got. Holy shit. I wish I would have just stopped by for an innocent visit and had like 4 4-packs of Dragon's Milk. and then the roads that have been too dangerous for me to leave. That would have been my dream Christmas. Flowing snow. You gotta be fucking shitting me. Oh yeah, I think you would have loved it. You would have called off a couple more days too. I guarantee it. You'd have went into your local chiropractor and he said, "Hey, is Tom Reed in town?" It's like, yeah, he's a little older than I like and he could lose some weight. But man, did he rock my world Christmas Eve. I said, "Well, what'd you do for him?" "I let him videotape it." "Well, aren't you worried he's going to upload that shit to, like, Pornhub?" She said, "No, Pornhub really took a big hit. You can't charge your membership and get paid by MasterCard or Visa anymore." He said he might upload it to Hamster.com if he ever gets mad at me, but I don't think I think he's just teasing. Hey, Frankie. Yeah, I am still in the van. Yeah, fortunately, this Toyota van. This thing isn't going to be around very long. But I've got my money out of it, which is all. Which, you know, doesn't always work out. I'm happy for it. And it's going to be on to bigger and better things. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Thank you. Losing weight is normal. Oh, hell yeah. It's hard to, I don't know. I got some digestive problem going on. Hopefully I get to the bottom of it January 4th. I have my next appointment. No, there isn't. They're kind of outdated though with parts, and you know, they don't get the greatest gas mileage. I mean, you know, in a way, it's kind of good I don't have. This thing gets great gas mileage. I mean, compared to what I'm used to, but the gas mileage in that thing sucks. So even though I had if you don't have an Astro van in the winter, I don't think it is such a great idea. Getting this shitty gas mileage, what do you need all-wheel drive for? But when I'm up in Michigan, I mean, that thing was everything, man. I had so much fun in that Astro van. You wouldn't see half of those winter videos if I didn't own an Astro van. If I'd have tried it in this, I'd be fucking dead by now. So that's the little bit of a problem I have, but it's worth the change. I mean, I'm down here fucking around. You know, I don't want to give my winter shit away because I know I'm going to go up to Michigan in the winter, but what am I going to do? Buy a vehicle to go up there 1% of the driving time over the course of a year? So I'm kind of, I'm kind of in a pickle with experience what I like the best, although not very often. For all you guys that have been married or are married now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Same shit with a wife or a girlfriend. Never 100%. They got a great personality or no boobs or big boobs and they're dumber than a box of rocks. You got some that'll divorce you if they find your hidden porn collection, others that'll get it for you even though they're not fully on board. Some you can talk dirty to, some you can't. See, always, it's just like anything else in life. Whether it's an Astro van or a sexual relationship. It's no different than picking something out on a menu. Choices. Sweet Caroline. This is where I'm coming down to the connector now, cutting through this weird way on 20. Look at that cool looking car. It isn't any different. You know, when you're young, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But when you're Bugman's age, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. You got one you don't need to be worried all the time, messing around on you, flirting with all the guys at work. You know, that's the one that's got the Bible, thinks porn is just the devil, doesn't want to get out of the box, wouldn't consider thinking dirty. You know, I was good friends with a Catholic priest for quite a while. And he'd tell me some of the stuff these women that were raised Catholic as, you know, babies, baby baptism. That's another thing I'll talk about someday. It's a total waste of time in my mind. But anyway, and he would say how a lot of the relationships were compromised because everything that the husband wanted them to do that they did outside of like missionary intercourse after they were married was dirty, and they assimilated it to Satan and, you know, the devil and all this shit, and they just never had, I'm not saying never, but a lot of the times never had satisfying sexual relationships because they never got outside of the box. No pun intended. It's just the way it is. Not every guy was lucky enough to strap onto a tiger like Rita. Just a fucking Bronco. Rita kind of played it both ways. She references blessing things and God and Merry Christmas and all this, but you'll also think you got a hold of a bucking Bronco on the honeymoon. She can't help it. It's not a bad trait. Welcome to Georgia. Thank you. You want to see a cult movie, and it was up where I was when I crossed that Mackinac Bridge. Actually, I don't know how much of it's responsible for tourism there. Some, I don't know how much. Somewhere in time with Christopher Reeves, before he became a quadriplegic. You know, I knew people that were in horse jumping, and they would run across him at shows, and they said he was an accident waiting to happen. He was just kind of a guy that bought himself into high-level competition. And look what it did. You know, it's so crazy. He had a good-looking wife, and here she dies of lung cancer that they attributed to singing in lounges. She was a singer, really pretty woman. But they had it so fucking made. He owned his own airplane and living a good life, and the whole house of cards collapsed when he gave that horse the wrong cue, and Buck fell off and broke his neck. You just never know how life's gonna treat you. You never know what's in the cards. Fate. Yeah, well, you can go full circle. When you're young, you want somebody that does everything. I can tell any young guys out there listening now, there probably aren't any. Forget it. These are your choices. Moral, decent, kind, caring, loyal woman, and terrible in bed. Or village whore that's a liar, great in bed, liar, con artist, emotional wreck, and the only good times you have are in the sack. Everything else isn't worth a shit. These are your choices. Now the Christian women, they get pissed, and it's like, that's bullshit. I have a great sexual relationship with my husband. Well, your husband then is one of the guys that I want to hook up to the lie detector machine. Because I'm telling you, you're the last guy that anybody should ask about how your husband feels with your sex life. You need to ask your husband's buddies. Now, if you've brainwashed him to the level where he's afraid to say anything to anybody because you think your sexual life is private, well, then you're way smarter than I thought you were. You sealed that drawer, and you don't have anything to worry about. You found a way to trick him into keeping his mouth shut, even though he's miserable in bed. So take your pick. And for all you crazies out there that say that you don't have to compromise in a relationship, yeah, you need your head examined. Everything's a compromise, from what you order on the menu, to the kind of car you drive, to the city you live in, to the fish and tackle you buy. You're giving up something for something. Don't shit yourself. I tell people all the time that are married and they're having trouble and they're stupid enough to ask me some advice. I'm going to say, look, just do this one thing for me, will you? I want you two people to look each other in the eye and realize with full certainty that if either one of you could have done better, you would have. This is it. Somehow these relationships with these men and women, there's just kind of this natural equalizing thing that turns things into a permanent relationship, which is why you don't see a drop-dead, gorgeous female with a big, fat, ugly guy very often, and vice versa. You kind of rise to your level of what you, I don't want to say deserve, but what makes sense, and you realize you've kind of hit a level, the Peter principle of relationships. It's not going to get any better, so you say, fuck it, let's get married. It isn't like these books and movies sell it to you. Not at all. It's total fucking bullshit. It's not at all. And that's why you're constantly confused and on antidepressants, because nothing makes sense to you. It's just like these girls that have been banged 250 times wearing white and their dad giving them away at a wedding. I mean, let me play the clown music. I mean, who's shitting who? And this is another sham appearance in a church where everybody's supposed to be truthful? I mean, you've been lying your fucking ass off to the priest for the last 8 years you've been living with this guy because you're afraid he might not marry you. What the fuck? I'm here to help. This fucking camera quit working. Hold on, I'm gonna start it over. Goddamn thing. Hi, hon. It's not you, hon.